قاعدنا واستجب به دعوتنا وأعطنا به سؤلنا وبلغنا به من الدنيا والآخرة آمالنا وأعطنا به فوق رغبتنا يا خير المسؤولين وأوسع المعطين اشف به صدورنا وأذهب به غيظ قلوبنا واهدنا به لنختلف فيه من الحق بإذنك إنك تهدي من تشاء إلى صراط مستقيم وانصرنا به على عدوك وعدونا إلى الحق آمين. اللهم إنا نشكو إليك فقدان بالغنى صلواتك عليه وآله وغيبة ولينا وكثرة عدونا وقلة عددنا وشدة الفتن بنا وتظاهر الزمان علينا وصل على محمد وآله وأعنا على ذلك بفتح منك تعجله وبضر تكشفه ونصر تعزه وسلطان حق تظهره ورحمة منك تجللنا وعافية منك تلبسنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
مجتبی السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. تقبل الله أعمالكم inshallah, dear brothers and sisters. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that if He hadn't forgave us so far in this 21 night and day that has passed through Ramadan, we ask Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us in this very blessed. It can't be any blessed than this we are tonight. So I suggest that all my brothers and sisters to benefit from these very moments, every single minute of it. As the Imam of the Center mentioned a couple nights ago, if we are here to talk to each other or chat with each other right now, we're going to waste our time. But if you really have to, we have two places to go. There is either in this side of the building, or we have some chairs outside. And with the permission, of course, of the brothers and sisters who are outside. So let's use our time in the best way possible. Let's benefit from this night. You all know, according to hadiths and according to the ulama, most probably, out of all these odd nights of Layal al-Qadr that are started from the 19th till the end of the month, tonight is most probably is the night of Qadr, inshallah. So that's why we are going to be here till morning, actually. For those of you, of course, who can stay with us, perfectly fine. But if not, you can go on your own, after certain points, whenever you would wish to. You can go home and take rest or whatever you have to do. But most of us are going to stay here, inshallah, tonight. The programs are going to continue. We have our youth, the youth group that we have here. They have, a couple minutes with us to talk to you about the camp that they have prepared for our youth. And then we have another speaker, and inshallah the Imam of the center is going to be talking to us. And right after that, we're going to start the du'as. Right after the speech, we're going to have the Quran where we place on above our heads, that du'a for that. Inshallah, we're going to have that. And then du'a al-Joshan al-Kabir. And as we go, we have more du'as and programs, inshallah. So before to take any more of your time, I'm going to ask our dear brother Mahdi Zadeh, who's standing right here, to talk to us about the youth camp. Please, Ahmed.
All right, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. So I'm not going to take much of your time. I was here, and most of you probably were here a couple of days ago on Thursday. We did a little fundraising, and I also gave a presentation on behalf of the youth. But I'm not sure if I introduced myself. My name is Mahdi Muqaddamzadeh. I am the coordinator for the youth of IECOC. But we are here again to introduce you to the camp if you weren't here 2 days ago, and also do a little bit of a fundraising. It won't take much of time. So does everybody have this brochure that we have, that I'm holding? Is there anybody that doesn't have the youth camp brochure? All right, so on your way out, I saw some of the ladies don't have it. On your way out, we placed a lot of these on the tables on your way out of the masjid, so make sure you pick up one. What do we do in the ICC youth camp? One of the questions that many people ask. This is one of the programs that is created to show youth that they have a community, that show youth that they have support. It's, I remember, I'm not sure if Sayyid said this or one of the other leaders a few years ago. He said it's almost like a small little Hajj. The people that did go to Hajj, I haven't gone myself, but my dad and my mom that went explained to me, when you come back from Hajj, you feel like your soul is refreshed. Like if you restarted, if you're a child again. You feel free, you feel changed. And a lot of us, when we come back from the youth camp, feel that way. Because of the classes, because of the prayers, and because of exploring the community that we have and knowing that we do have a community that we can hang out among ourselves and learn. So if you know somebody 16 or 15 years old or above, make sure they know about this camp. And it's filling up pretty fast, so the sign-up instructions are on the back. It's a very easy PayPal that accepts credit cards and PayPal accounts for payments, and make sure that they do come. Now, as for fundraising, the fundraising that we did 2 days ago and we do tonight, there are some envelopes going around. In that envelope, there is a piece of paper that you could put, I guess in that envelope you could put cash, check, or on that piece of paper put your credit card information. We use a very secure PayPal account, and we do keep all of your information safe. And if you'd like to help on a monthly basis, it's appreciated. On Thursday, we got many donations from the generous people that we have here. And also, we got $1,600 from Sapaz Foundation. So we are doing good, but we still are short $2,000 for camp funding and for funding the youth that want to join this camp but don't have the financial means. And also for funding our program for the next year. So if you like to help, please show us your generous side, and it's between you and Imam Ali tonight and Allah tonight. We don't, raise our hands or collect checks live. Put it in the envelope. Nobody's watching. The people that should be watching will. So that's about it. We count on your help, and thank you very much for your support throughout the years. Sallallahu alaihi Nabi.
Before I invite our first speaker, I really appreciate if you can move forward, because there are a lot of people coming and they will arrive here in about maybe within minutes. So please, if you can, with the name of رحم الله من ذكر قائم آل محمد. Please come on forward, please. Thank you, Sayyid. Thank you. Atiyah is coming, yes. Well, if we can. Please. Okay, we have one of our very good community member who's very well known actually to the community. I'm going to invite her with a loud salawat. That is nobody except Atiyya Taqi, inshallah. Please welcome her with a loud salawat.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would first like to wish for you all here to have a fruitful night of communication with God and night of destiny in these upcoming hours. I also want to extend my condolences to all of you on the occasion of the shahadat of Imam Ali alayhi salam. We have reached the grand night of Laylatul Qadr. Tonight is the summation not only of the past week of our supplications, but also a conclusion to the period since the Laylatul Qadr of the past year. It serves as an opportunity to propel us not only into our upcoming year, but also as a milestone in the rest of our lives. I believe that the first step in reaping all of the benefits that a genuine dua can offer us is placing ourselves in the right mindset to accessing the results of our duas. The first step comes with an acceptance that our destiny can be changed for the better. Regardless of what pattern you observe in your own life, with dua, the predictability of our lives can change. Dua on these holy nights is the key to unlocking the chains of negative fate that worry you. Even if we have been resigned to accept that negativity which comes our way is from the cause of our own negligence, God can help cure us tonight. Cause and effect is one type of destiny. But when we look at the story of Prophet Ibrahim and Prophet Ismail, we see that Prophet Ibrahim believed it was a decree from Allah that Ismail would be sacrificed and that it was set in stone that Ismail would die that day. But we see that with the involvement of a higher hikmah, divine wisdom from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala resulted in the salvation of Ismail. With this understanding of the importance of dua tonight, where do we turn towards when looking for a role model to pray to become like? We look towards the owner of these nights of destiny, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Imam Ali alayhi salam. These are the nights of his walaya. When I think of the aspect of Imam Ali that symbolizes his perfection the most, I think about the levels of dimension in his personality. In Imam Ali alayhi salam, all of the values of human morality had their maximum growth in him with synergy. Sayyid Razi was recorded to have said that Imam Ali alayhi salam was never absent from any aspect of the earthly world. He was a hero in all of the human spheres and a collection of all paradoxes. Both a ruler and a sage, docile and brave, a devotee and a common man. Imam Ali alayhi salam did not detach himself from certain natural emotions and drives or take himself out of bad situations to reach perfection. Someone who serves as a model for humanity can't be devoid of qualities that make us human. Not only was he a complete person in terms of his akhlaq, but during his lifetime he reached perfection. In terms of completion, there are varying degrees. Something, for example, can be considered completed even though there may exist higher degrees of completion for that object, or even many degrees higher, which is called perfection. Complete is a horizontal progress to maximal development, and perfection is a vertical climb to the highest degree possible. What Imam Ali alayhi salam achieved and was climbing throughout his life was the ladder of perfection. While it's good to be a complete person who has all of the good morals a person should have, on these nights we should pray to climb or begin to climb that ladder of perfection, allowing those good morals to be strengthened in us to let us become the person we imagine ourselves to be in our du'as. We may argue that it was easier for those who personally interacted with the Imam Ali during his time to grasp his essence. And I faced some difficulty when I thought that the reason Imam Ali alayhi salam is praised and honored now is based off of hadith of his interactions with people during his time. We might be so far removed from him in 2017 that we can only recognize him as a perfect person for his own era. But the answer to my questions came when I was studying a theory that was put out from Plato, which was Plato's theory of forms. In his theory of forms, a form is an abstract property or quality. If you take any property or quality of an object, separate it from that object, and consider it by itself, you're contemplating a form. I realized that even when you separate Imam Ali alayhi salam from his physical body and voice, even when we look at him through a lens of narrations about him and his multifaceted personality, it's clear to see that he was always better explained as a form, as a timeless form rather than as a person. Imam Ali-ness is the quality of perfection for Muslims. He built upon the method for perfection that his cousin brought, and the chain of imams after him up until the imam of our time to his followers today gives us a path to perfection. The highest level of forms in Plato's theory is the level of form called transcendent, and Plato describes this level of form as something which is not placed in a specific location or time. So while his physical body was confined to this era, his form lives on with us and through Imam Mahdi. There is a narration from Hazrat Fatima alayhi salam that says, "If my followers understand what we are, understand our essence, and if they were to recite one salawat knowing our essence, we would take them by the hand and we would take them into Jannah." Malik al-Ashtar was going towards Egypt and he stops off in an area and he begins to cry. He begins to do the munajat of Imam Ali. His wife comes up to him and she says, "Malik, today I've understood love." She said, "Remember when we got married, I asked you what exactly it is. Now I understand love. Love is what you have for Ali. I can see it in your face that you're feeling the essence of the Imam." He says, "I'm so close to my Imam, even though the distance is so far, I can hear him speaking to me while doing the munajat." Do you think that we are inherently less than Malik? That Malik was born from a masoom or was sent from heaven? No. Malik was not born Muslim. You can become Malik tonight. And though we're removed from the Ahlul Bayt's time by 1,000 years, this generation of followers